Hey, today we're stepping back to the late 1800s and we've got the Lost Fort puzzle by Jesse Bourne. I'm super excited to have my hands on this one. It just arrived in the mailbox. I've been on the waiting list for a long time to get my hands on this one and it's finally arrived. I've been a long time admirer of the work of Jesse Bourne. He makes some super interesting and high quality puzzle boxes and this is the first piece that I've got from him, so it's very exciting to finally have it. It's made from 3D printed materials. I think he's worked with somebody else to do the 3D printing on this one, and then it's got finished in wooden panels and some also metal detailing on here as well. There's several steps to open it, clues to find along the way. I'm very excited to get into this one, so let's take a closer look at it. It's just tea. So on the front here, we've got a safe dial. This can spin around in both directions, and I'm guessing we're going to need to find a combination to open this, the combination lock. The handle here made out of metal, and on the sides we got some wooden detailing on the panels, some bars. You can actually see inside here there seems to be some kind of like bit of paper. I'm assuming it's going to be a clue in there as to the solution for this one, but we've got to crack into it first. On the back here we've got this wheel that spins around, and then we've got a number and letter combination, so presumably we're going to need some kind of code. I'm going to guess this is for the dial on the front, and on the other side again just the bars and the paneling here. But what they've also managed to do is create a really cool effect on the 3D printing. Now, I am no expert in 3D printing, but I think you probably have to paint this to get this effect rather than actually print it straight up like that to give it this kind of aged effect. And I think because obviously 3D printing is going to give it not particularly nice amount of weight, they've actually added some weight into this one to give it that really kind of premium feel. So it's a pretty heavy puzzle box. I'm not sure how hard this is going to be, but I'm excited to find out. So let's take a quick break and then get into solving this one. Okay, so we're going to presumably need to find a number for this one, and my first impression would be we're going to have to use this dial at the back here. So what could we put in the words? So this is themed around Jesse James, the notorious bank robber, and I don't know how many digits there usually are on a combination lock, but we could try some of these. So maybe James, and I'm not sure how this is going to work. We've got the two arrows pointing to meet each other, and I don't know if we're then going to take the letter here. So J is 26. I'm just going to get a pen and paper for this one. Check out the coolest pen ever, Crush Metric. So J is 26, A is 40, M is 11, E is 5, and S is 21. So we're going to try this. We'll go back to 26, round to 40, back to 11, and round to 5 and 21. No, it'd be amazing if I got it first time, but that's not what happens. So feels like a regular combination lock in that when you spin it around a rotation, it is picking up that friction, the kind of feel of it pulling the next level round. Doesn't seem to any clues. Maybe there's some other element to it. So this bit does just spin round like so. Doesn't feel like there's maybe a trick to this mechanism. Bits here, bars. In fact, I have just discovered, so we've got two bars here that are moving I'll just check the other bars. No, doesn't feel. So we've got 2 bars that spin around and are actually spring loaded. So if we, what are those going to be on here? Yeah, okay. So this panel is just slid, obviously just these 2 pieces holding it in place, slid, and there's this little container here, and it looks like it's got a bit of paper in it. So can I get that out? No. I think I'm going to need some tweezers or something. This is, oh, that is not easy to get out. Right, what can I use? Pen. No. Okay, hang on. The whole thing just came out. That might be a bit easier. So this looks like a kind of bullet casing. Yeah, that is really stuck in there. Finally, managed to get it out right. What is this? Okay, we've got, what is this? Behind the mask is a hidden face. Under the palm is a stolen ... So this looks like it's a clue. Behind the mask is a hidden face. Under the palm is a stolen what? Right, so this must be a clue, potentially, as to a word on here that is then going to give us the thing. Under the palm is a stolen box, face. Behind the mask is a hidden face. Under the palm is a stolen. Stolen coin, stolen. I wonder if there's any other clues on this one. So I don't know if this is referring to the bank robbers themselves. Behind the mask is a hidden face. Under the palm is a stolen. So they were robbers, bank robbers, stolen box, stolen vault. Oh, behind the mask is a hidden face. Under the palm is a stolen ace. I like that one. So they're obviously gamblers as well as bank robbers and things. So I think that could be a good shout. So let's see. A40, C54, E5. Let's see. A40. C54, E5. No, it's not opening. Maybe the other way to start with. 40, go around again. 40, 54, 5. Still not working. Okay. So one thing, I feel that's got to be right. Under the palm is a stolen ace. Just makes too much sense. Right. Could we try, we've got the 2 arrows here. Could we try, instead of matching them up and doing the letters to the numbers, let's try A is, well, A will be still the same. Will it? 40. But then if we move the dial round, so we've got the arrow pointing to the next letter, C, that would give us 32. And if we move it around to the E, That gives us 1. So we've got 40, 32, 1 this time. Let's try that. Going the wrong way. 40. Go around until it picks up again. 32. 1. Oh, yes. And we're in. Amazing. So, we've found this note. There's a pack of playing cards here. There's also this Jesse Bourne limited edition, okay, 334. You can see the mechanism there working. Nice combination look. We've got a draw here, so there's an ace of spades on this one. So it seems to be spring-loaded, so I don't know if there's some kind of mechanism we're going to have to release to open it up. We've got a pack of playing cards here by Theory 11. Nice playing cards, they always make really good ones. But that looks impossible to get it out. But let's read the next clue. So we've got what looks like a newspaper cutting here. And I actually read that this was made by Jesse Bourne's sister, and she soaks it in coffee to give it this aged effect, which is really cool. And they've picked exactly the right font as well. It just looks like a old newspaper article. So we've got the Missouri Times or something, and it says, James boys strike Little Rock Express. Gang of 5 masked outlaws escape with $22,000. No passengers injured. Posse gives up chase. The Little Rock Express was ambushed by a gang of masked outlaws as the train entered Gad's Hill at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The 5 bandits pried open the railway switches, forcing the train to stop on the sidetrack as it entered the station. All the passengers were lined up outside the cars, and the highwaymen boldly commanded and sifted through their valuables, while a pair of men entered the express car to rummage through mail packages and the safe. Several gold bars, a number of letters, and several thick packages were stolen. Passengers claim one of these was a packet containing last month's Fuller Creek line payroll. One of the bandits had satisfied themselves that they had taken everything of value. They stole a number of fresh horses from the town residents and escaped while the railroad men were closing the switches. The nearby towns organised a posse of 25 horsemen to track the bandits, but after trailing the gang to Licking, the search was given up. It's believed that the gang was headed for St. Clair County, although the outlaws wore masks and did not call each other by name. It's strongly believed that the robbery was the work of the James brothers, accompanied by 3 of the Youngers. Witnesses claim that one of the men had a missing fingertip, which almost positively identifies him as gang leader Jesse James. If true, it gives the Pinkertons one more failure of their promise to catch the gang before any more robberies were accomplished. So, a lot of info there. And on the back, we've got a few more stories. The Board of Examiners to discuss civil service reform. Fire breaks out at Blackwater Street. And battered sea chest discovered off the Caribbean coast. This is a good one. So Jesse Bourne actually made a puzzle called the sea chest, so this is quite good. An exciting discovery was made by a pair of divers off the south coast of Barbados. The divers exploring a reef a few miles offshore discovered a sunken sea chest among the mouldering wreckage of a privateering ship caught on the rocks. No name or logbook was discovered with the wreck, and the chest seems to have been so damaged by the long rest beneath the waves that attempts to open it have so far been foiled. The Isles had recently weathered a storm which is thought to have hurled up the shipwreck onto the reef, where it is found by divers, and witnesses believe that the ship's treasure still lies buried beneath the water's surface, at a point midway between the southern coast of. So that's pretty cool. A little Easter egg or something, I guess, there. But we've got to decipher a clue, I guess, from the newspaper clipping here. So we've got number 25, we've got some other numbers, 31. Are those going to be used for the combination? Because we've got this pack of playing cards, which is inaccessible. We're going to have to either move this part, or this frame is going to have to come out. This drawer, which is going to need something to open it. Maybe, maybe this is magnetic, or actually there's a, is that connected to the, so at first, there's this cog on the back, and I thought that was connected to the cipher on the back of the box, but it's not. It's separate, and it actually looks like it's a revolver barrel, and you can spin it around. And I've just seen, I don't know, this is not going to be visible, but Let's get some light on this, because I've just noticed, you can see maybe we're looking at the one on the bottom left there of the screen, and it's actually deeper. When you spin it around, you can see it goes to a new level of depth. So there's one different one there, and that is going to presumably fit our bullet pretty nicely. So if I put that in there, is that going to unlock the... Doesn't seem to be doing anything. No, okay. Maybe. So this bullet is actually, it's not spherical at the end here. It's been clipped on two edges to give it the straight edge. Maybe it's a key. Yes, I think this is going to happen. Okay, so I can turn that. Let's see if I turn that. Can we open this drawer? No. Okay, if we turn it, can we open this one somehow? Just no. What is that doing? Something at the back? No. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. I think that was the key. Or so I've just managed to slide this panel up, and we've got a keyhole. Cool. Okay. Check this out. So just seems to move all the time now. Have I unlocked it? So this panel slides up, and we've got this. Can we get that out? So that's locked in place. I don't seem to be able to get it out. Okay, so we've got to get into this pack here somehow, or open this one first. And the only possible way to get into this pack has to be to move this whole thing sideways, and it doesn't particularly look like that's going to happen. Or this whole frame is going to have to come out, but I can't see how that frame is going to come out. Just this bit. Well, it does look. There's a seam at the top there that's not the same. So there is a seam at this side, and there's not a seam at this side. Doesn't seem to me as it's spring loaded. Oh, it is. I think it's spring loaded. Are we gonna pop it out? How's that? Oh, hang on, look. It's just coming straight out the bottom. I thought that was on a spring. Cool. What a clever idea. There we go. Pretty simple at the end. That piece just slides out, but now we can get into the cards. I don't know if that's the right order to be. Another thing that's wedged in pretty firmly. Finally, right, 3 hours later. So we've got a deck of provision playing cards by Theory 11. That's pretty cool. Sealed up there. So I don't know if this is just a regular deck by Theory 11, I think. I don't think it's anything special. Inside, I can see some kind of spring. Let's get a bit of light on that. Okay, that's spring. What is that spring for? It's very hard to see, but on the back I can see a spring that's connected, comes in behind here. Where's that going to? Or is that the bars? No, not that, not that. Okay, mystery spring at the back there. I'm not sure what we're doing with that. So we've got to get this drawer open, okay? We've got to get that open and find the key, I think. Spade on it. So is that something to do with the playing cards? Got a spade on the front here for our playing cards. Could we have to put those in? Maybe there's a magnet in there? I don't know what I'm doing here. No. I don't know, what could that be? Okay, I've come to the decision I'm going to open the pack of cards, so I don't know if you need to or not, but I've run out of ideas, so let's open this up. I'm not sure if this is the original seal or not. That would maybe give us an indication, but I'm guessing we might have something in here that's going to help us. So the box looks regular, doesn't seem to be anything there. The pack itself, again, looks to be regular. I can't see anything unusual about it. King, queen. No, that all looks pretty standard to me. We've got a spade on there, so I'm going to run through the spades. Ace of spades. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jack, queen. I mean, it all looks pretty standard. Ace of spades. Something on the back. Snakes. Provision. I don't know. Could we use this here? I've just seen, look at this. Oh, pop, and yes, we have ourselves the key that we need and a further clue. Little Rock Express line, good for one first-class fare via Little Rock Express. Railway lines within 24 hours of the marked date. 1874. We've got ourselves a train ticket and we've got a key. So unless there's any further hidden surprises, I'm going to assume this is going to work in here. Yeah. Oh, amazing. And this is so cool. Look at this. A gold bullion. That's so good. I really like it when you get a puzzle and there's like a little hidden kind of bonus at the end. So we've got a little gold bar here from Mexico. Fits perfectly in there. And that is the puzzle solved. What a puzzle box. This one has been an absolute treat to do. I've so enjoyed doing it. The steps along the way have been fun. We've had clues, we've had this kind of theme. I love the theme as well that's run through it. So we've got this kind of story running through the whole thing as well. It's been absolutely incredible. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. I don't think these are available anymore, but I will leave a link to Jesse's website where you can still pick up the standard, just 3D printed version of this one. But what a puzzle. Thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Cheers.